नेटवर्क का हल्का सा ये है।
Everybody's permission, may I now start the program? Good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you to the commencement ceremony of the 16th batch of Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government, organized by the Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University School of Government. We are indeed honored and feel privileged to have amongst us Honorable Governor of Himachal Pradesh, Shri Bandaru Dattatreya ji, as the chief guest of this program. We are also blessed with three eminent personalities in Indian politics as our guests of honor today. Shri Ritesh Pandey ji, Honorable Member of Parliament Lok Sabha from Uttar Pradesh. Shri Dinesh Gundu ji, Honorable MLA from Gandhi Nagar constituency, Bengaluru, Karnataka. And Shri Hardik Patel ji, Working President of the Gujarat Pradesh Congress Committee. This function is presided by our founder and chief patron of Myers MIT Pune and President MIT World Peace University, UNESCO chairholder Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, and is graced by the Managing Trustee and Executive President Myers MIT and Executive President MIT World Peace University, Chief Initiator of MIT School of Government, founder of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, Sarpanch Sansad, National Teachers Congress and National Women's Parliament, Shri Rahul V. Karad sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. N.T. Rao, and all other Pro-Vice Chancellors and Deans of MIT World Peace University. I would also like to welcome the whole MIT family who are witnessing this program today to this function. Let us now rise for the national anthem. I request my technical team to kindly relay the national anthem. Thank you, my technical team. Taking energy of oneness and nationality of being an Indian, let us move forward. For the welcome address, may I now invite Professor Dr. Shri Haridas, Associate Director of MIT School of Government. Ma'am, you are on mute. Kindly unmute yourself, ma'am.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah. Namaskar to one and all. It's indeed my great pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries on this virtual dais. I welcome you all on behalf of MIT World Peace University, MIT School of Government, the first institution in India to train the future political leaders. This was a concept envisaged by Shri Rahul Karad in the year 2005. My heartful welcome to the Honorable Governor, Shri Bandaru Dattatreya, a person who is known as the people's leader, a soft-spoken politician but consistent performer, consistent winner. Honorable Governor's journey from RSS to the state politics, further to Delhi, and now as the governor is worth studying and following for all my students of School of Government. I also welcome Honorable Dinesh Gundu, the member, Indian National Congress, a renowned politician from my own state, Karnataka, a great orator and the one who stood tall for the right cause. Sir, you are the politician, you have created the sunshine in the life of many. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಮಂತ್ರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕರೆ ನೀಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. I just mentioned thank you for honoring our invitation. I also welcome Shri Ritesh Pandey-ji, a prominent and a promising politician from the state of Uttar Pradesh. I welcome Shri Hardik Patel-ji, who doesn't need an introduction for all of us. Sir, you are a mass leader, member of Indian National Congress. I welcome each one of you on this particular virtual board. दोस्तों, मंजिलें सिर्फ उनको मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है. सिर्फ पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता है, उड़ने का हौसला होना चाहिए. This is the apt definition for our own Rahul Karad here, who is the one who thought about the School of Government. He thought about School of Government in the year 2005 when people used to think that the politics is not for the people those are educated, it's only for the people with the muscle power and the money. But now we definitely see the result here as such. Sir, we salute the revolutionary thought which you have got into the practice now. I welcome you from the bottom of my heart here. I also welcome the founder president, Shri Vishwanath Karadji, the guiding force behind all of us. Sir, you are the one, you have spread the message of peace and humanity to all of us, not only in India and also abroad. I also welcome the Honorable, the Vice Chancellor, Sir, the person, the driving force behind this World Peace University. Sir is the one who is known more for his actions than that of his words. I also welcome all the pro-vice chancellors, the deans, the head of the schools, the alumni of School of Government, the most important here today, the students of MPG 16, Master's Program in Government, the 16th batch. I cannot imagine, that we have completed 15 batches here. My dear students, you have taken the admission in this unconventional program, which implies you are the born leaders. This is because of your thought process that you have taken the admission for the programs like School of Government, which implies you would like to be the change agents in the future. And the basic intention of the School of Government is to be the change agents and to create something different in the society as such. Please join me in welcoming all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I welcome each one of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Over to you, Professor Anuradha.
Thank you, ma'am. Today, the 20th of August, marks the birth anniversary of our sixth and the youngest Prime Minister, Shri Rajiv Gandhi, who dreamt of a young, strong, self-reliant and peaceful India. Sadbhavana Divas also reminds us to maintain love, peace and communal harmony among all religions, essentially what MIT World Peace University and School of Government envisages and looks upon. Let us just remember him on this day of Sadbhavana Divas. Next, let me invite our Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. N.T. Rao to address the gathering. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Professor Anuradha. On behalf of our revered President, Shri Vishwanath Karad sir, and the Executive President, Shri Rahul Karad sir, and all the faculty members, students, and staff, and the entire Meyer group, I extend a warm welcome to His Excellency, Governor of Himachal Pradesh, Shri Bandaru Dattatreya ji, and all others who are present at this point. I would like to inform Honorable Governor a little bit about our university. Sir, it will be a matter of pride for us to inform you that our revered President, Professor Vishwanath Karad sir, wrote a letter to Maharashtra government, the then Maharashtra Chief Minister, stating that there is a need to have a private education in the state of Maharashtra. And then the then government invited our Honorable President to establish MIT. Sir, from that day onwards till now, the march and the progress has been so phenomenal that we are one of the most leading institutions, not only in the country, but also all around the world. This is reflected simply from not only the education that we provided, but the values that we gave to our students. If we see, our university says that we are life's first university, world's first university for life transformation. So we totally mean it. We not only give education in the classrooms, but we provide a much more in terms of what a student needs to come out of the world, come out of the institution and practice himself or herself as a global citizen. So with the same concept, Shri Rahul Karad sir has established the School of Government on the same lines of Kennedy School of Government, which is there in Harvard University. Again, as mentioned by the Dean Haridas Madam, it's also, sir, we would like to inform you that this school is going to change the future dynamics of Indian governance and Indian polity. When we say it's going to change, the foundations are laid here. Any structure, you need the foundation. That foundation we have seen, and all the world has seen how we have started it. And it soon, you would also see the superstructure, sir. The superstructure, the change that our alumni are going to make to the society with their quality principles and quality of politics. Politics, people say, is the last resort of a scoundrel or it's something dirty. So this definition is going to change because we have started that change. We were the change that we wanted to be. As we go by Mahatma Gandhi's principle, he asked the whole world, be the change that you want to be. So we started the change with ourselves. We established that so that we change the world. So in our words, in our deeds, in our actions, and our education, and whatever we do, we work towards life's transformation. So this is the school and the university and the whole group is about. So I once again invite you, sir, to be part of this inaugural session and bless our future students and who will be part of the government. And there's no bigger blessings for them than someone who has been in the politics for more than 50 years. So I would like to conclude. Maybe I come from the same state, sir, and I can invite you in Telugu, sir. I come from the state, Telugu state. Swagatam, sir. Meeku మా విశ్వవిద్యాలయాన్ని మీకు స్వాగతం, సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful description of our school and our university, and for that welcome in your native language. So now it's a time for a group photograph. I request all the dignitaries on the virtual dais to kindly switch on their videos so that we can all come in one frame and we can capture this moment forever. I request everyone to kindly switch on their videos so that we can have a group photograph and capture this memory in our minds and our hearts.
Video switch off. Video on.
Ma'am, it's done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, MIT School of Government. Today, when the 16th batch of the Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government is commencing, let us all have a glance at the journey of MIT School of Government, a vision, a dream, which a young and a visionary man saw in 2005 and stands real and achieved today. Let us also look at the journey of the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, 10 years of inspiring youth and strengthening the democracy, another brainchild of our Executive President, Shri Rahul V. Karad sir. I request our technical team to play the film on MIT School of Government and the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad.
MIT School of Government is the first institute to initiate the leadership program in politics and government. After the independence, there was a need to have an institution to train the aspiring politicians or the young leading generation of the country. In 2005, MIT-SOG was conceptualized by Rahul V. Karad, the executive president of MIT World Peace University, Pune, with a vision of creating ethical, spirited, and committed political leadership for the country from the grassroots and from all walks of life. MIT School of Government is now a part of MIT World Peace University. It offers a 2-year postgraduate degree program in political leadership and government, MPG. The program comprises of 1 year on-campus learning and 1 year off-campus training. Young leaders of our country should respect the politics. They should not feel that all politicians are corrupt. In order to strengthen the democracy, students having good character and value should enter the politics. This is the thought given by Rahul Karad. MIT-SOG is spreading this thought in the youngsters. Till date, 13 batches of the participants are successfully completed and more than 350 young leaders are set for their mission. They have grabbed key positions in the political parties or government regulatory organizations, and some have succeeded in getting the memberships of the legislative bodies. Obviously, it has backbone of the education imparted at MIT School of Government. Eminent speakers from all walks of life, be it politics, journalism, economics, sociology, film, guide the participants. Students are exposed to listening, meeting, interacting with more than 100 various scholars and speakers throughout the year. This is the peculiarity of this unique residential learning program. As a part of the program, students visit the villages, study their administrative systems, and also extend visits to the state assemblies, houses of the parliaments, etc. While doing this, they learn to differentiate, make comparative study of the developed and underdeveloped villages, better and progressive constituencies. Visits to various party offices, government offices make such student rich in knowledge and experience. They go to different parts of the country to meet the politicians and get trained with them. The program comprises of the 1-year internship, which facilitates the students to learn directly from the politicians or in their offices. They are exposed to various social issues also. International study tour makes the student compare various political systems, ideologies, structure of nations. Their vision is broadened and mindset is changed. Rahul Karad, the founder of MIT School of Government, says that in order to strengthen the democracy, educated young generation must lead the politics. To support his ideology and expand the horizon of the School of Government, he initiated the largest platform of student leaders of the country called Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad or Indian Students' Parliament. A large number of selected student leaders across the country represent in Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Till date, more than 2 lakh student leaders are directly or indirectly benefited or are associated with the Students' Enclave. This 3-day program is witnessed by large number of eminent guests from politics, social field, industry, science, spirituality, journalism, etc. Student leaders get an opportunity to express their thoughts in various sessions. Resolutions are passed by the students by voting and which are sent to respective government bodies. Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad is now can be said to be the largest classroom of politically motivated students. MIT School of Government is thus molding the students to empower themselves for knowledge, power and courage. This is a small contribution of MIT School of Government towards the nation building.
Thank you, my technical team, for taking us through that journey of 16 years of MIT School of Government and 10 years of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Next, let me invite the man behind this dream, the seed thought, the Managing Trustee and Executive President, Myers MIT, and Executive President, MIT World Peace University, and Chief Initiator, MIT School of Government, founder of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, National Teachers Congress, and National Women's Parliament, Shri Rahul V. Karad, sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Madam Pai, for that wonderful introduction. And in this time, I think it is needed on the screen when today we are going through this very typical phase. There are, Honorable Governor from behalf of the bodies of trustees and our revered founder, Dr. Vishwanath Karad. First of all, let me welcome you, sir, for this very prestigious MIT School of Government, last 15-year journey, the 16th batch, which we have just enrolled. I also would like to welcome the other 3 important guests, Shri Dinesh Ravji, Shri Ritesh Pandey-ji, and my dear friend Hardik Patel, who was very much here some 3 years before for the Indian Student Parliament, Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. I have no words to express my happiness that today, with the help of all my team members in this very typical time of COVID, all other various batches of my institution, we have commenced, but School of Government is very, very special in this vastness of our organization. This is a large organization, Honorable Governor, sir, started by our inspirator, our founder, the creator, the man who started the journey from a scratch, a very humble person, ordinary farmer's son who created in last 4 decades this very important education group by the name of MIT Group of Institution, and now the MIT World Peace University, which is the only one university in the country, sir, which talks about unification of science and spirituality. How do we create the graduates with a complete mindset for the, so that as they pass out, they become a complete human being and they do well for the society and humanity at large. So that is something very unique vision in the across the world. There are some 15 to 20,000 universities, and this is, I must say that this is something, one unique vision which was given by our beloved founder and our visionary leader, Honorable Dr. Vishwanath Karad, sir. So our Vice Chancellor, very beautifully, he introduced to him about his very journey, how he initiated this privatization in the state of Maharashtra. And Dr. Haridas also very much, she shared her mind about the School of Government and a little bit about me and these initiatives of the MIT School of Government, the only school in India to develop the future politicians. And after that, the Indian Students Parliament, National Teacher Congress, National Women's Parliament, Sarpanch Sansad, various, all these initiatives have born through this one very simple idea, sir. Today, I will be not taking too long conversation on this online medium. The new batch who have joined, first of all, from my bottom of heart, let me welcome all this very young dynamic batch who in this situation also they felt like joining this program because I have the same curiosity for this year, the way I was having a curiosity in the year 2004 when we launched first time this very particular course. That here is a school which will train the youngsters to get into public life, and educated youth, they must come in public life. With that motto, when we launched this school in the year 2004, today I remember Honorable Bhairav Singh Shekhawat Honorable Vice President, the then Vice President, he commenced this batch, the first batch there in New Delhi. And after that, various leaders from today, the present Vice President of India, he blessed, and from BJP party, from Congress party, from CPI, CPM, all the political party, including Somnath Chatterjee ji, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, all such great leaders, they supported this very thought, sir. I want to share with full of emotions, though through this technology medium, we can't connect, and I can't really have those expressions what generally we have here in this very important hall where we every year we commence this batch. Last 15 years we have initiated these batches. So coming to my point, that I have the same curiosity the way in the year 2004, the first batch when I initiated, and even this batch also I was that because COVID situation, because the main attraction for the student community is that they get the beautiful networking, the various ideologies, one-to-one, they get a opportunity to rub the shoulder with senior leaders like you. Throughout the year, around 80 to 100 member of parliament, ministers, judiciary people, all of them, they come here, they interact with them, they make the network, and that's how they get inspiration and they evolve as a political leader, and in their political career, they work towards the society and the democracy at large. So, sir, the concept was very well shared through this documentary just now, but I must tell you that, sir, this one effort is not enough, sir. BJP party long back established this very school called as Rambao Malgi Prabodhini. And I remember Pramod Mahajanji came here with a lot of curiosity that here is one institution who started this institution, a private university, something like this. And after that, many other leaders. I also want to share that our beloved Honorable Prime Minister, he also came to this institution in the year 2012. When he was the Chief Minister, and I remember his those words. And he praised and he said that I'm very happy that this one school of government, this institution have started very unique concept. And he was proudly, he was sharing that in my state also, we have started one school of temple management, he was sharing. So all such unique areas, the work should be evolved. That was his wish that time. And I'm very happy that almost 15 years have gone now. And after that, in 2011, we started Indian Student Parliament, largest classroom of India to develop the future politicians. People laughed on me, sir, Honorable Governor, sir, and all the leaders here. Today, the guests of honors who are here, they are from all different political parties. Shri Rao Saab, you have achieved so much. Pandey-ji is the youngest member of parliament. I saw one of the youngest parliament, and very, very active in the parliament. Hardik जी के बारे में भी मैंने अभी बात की. तो मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि the very concept which was just people thought something theoretical idea, these people they have started, but I want to very loudly want to communicate today through this medium of internet and social media right now through this platform, that this is no more a utopian thought. Actually, so many students have passed out from School of Government, so many people we have touched through Indian Students Parliament, Sarpanch Sansad, and various such initiatives. So I'm very happy that there are some 8 to 10 MLAs and various other political parties, their office bearers who are working at very important positions. And that day is not far, sir. I'm very confident that in next 10 years down the line, we should not be surprised if 500 to 800 MLAs or MPs, if they pass out from this school. And Rambao Malgi is an example. I communicated to even the Congress party, Hardik ji, that they must establish various such schools in different parts of the country. And I remember I had 2-3 interactions with Mr. Rahul Gandhi also, and he is emphasizing quite a lot on training. But I'm happy to convey that many political parties, they took inspiration from our school. And here, of course, the CPI, the Communist Party, BJP Party, they have quite a great culture of training, but all other parties also, they must think about training in public life. I think training and education in politics is very, very important. The time is changing, and youngsters are also realizing that without training, we should not come in public life. And a very unique course, this is like an MBA of politics, sir, we have established here. This is not a political traditional program, political science program, or a social sciences program, or a law program, but here is a kind of MBA in public life, you can say. And now it has become quite a trend, and a very established organizations with the help of UNESCO and various other bodies. And our inspiration, our beloved founder, Dr. Karad, he supported this very idea along with other trustees. And they said, this is one of the, because initial days, it was very difficult to survive financially also. I was requesting the government and government bodies also to support financially this concept, because this is not a program like engineering or MBA or other program. This is something wherein, you have to have that volunteerism spirit and a very different mindset to work in public life. So as we all know that politics is not as easy as people feel. Many a times we see many a times people say some average person has evolved in the public life, but I never believe that, because that person has some quality. And that is the reason that person is there. Many of these sophisticated people, corporate people, they have their own perception and they feel, ये तो बड़ा average आदमी ये public life में आ गया, ये कैसे आ गया? But मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि हर आदमी में ऐसी कुछ qualities होती है, उसकी वजह से इस तरीके से लोग आगे आते हैं public life में. ये आसान नहीं है, इतने सारे लोगों को जीतना, वोटर्स इतने सारे वोट पाना और public life में elected representative के नाते आगे आके कुछ काम करना. तो मुझे इस बात का हमेशा ये लगता है कि राजनीति के ऊपर क्रिटिसिज्म करना छोड़ देना चाहिए. सभी राजनेता चोर है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां भ्रष्ट है, ये एक जनरल परसेप्शन एलाइट क्लास में और काफी लोगों में ये लगता है कि ये सब लोग जो है ये अच्छी बात नहीं है. हमें पॉलिटिक्स तो एनजीओ, सामाजिक संस्थाएं उनका काम करती रहती है, बट मैं समझता हूँ कि इतना बड़ा देश का लोकतंत्र हमें अगर ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, गवर्नेंस को हमें अच्छी तरीके से अचीव करना है, तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों का विल और पॉलिटिशियंस और गवर्नमेंट ही इसको एक शेप दे सकते हैं. तो यही बात को मैं पिछले 15 साल से दोहरा रहा हूँ. MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट के माध्यम से, जो देश का पहला स्कूल है राजनीति का, भारतीय छात्र संसद के माध्यम से, नेशनल वुमेन्स पार्लियामेंट या सरपंच संसद, इन सभी प्लेटफॉर्म से यही बात को बार बार दोहरा रहा हूँ सर. और मैं योर एक्सेलेंसी में यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मौका लेता हूँ आपके साथ बात करने का, कि मेरी विनती है सर, आप गवर्नर के नाते, जैसे मैंने अभी जैसे बोला कि एक स्कूल से पूरे देश का चित्र नहीं बदल सकता, और भी काफी सारी लोगों ने प्रयास किया इस तरीके के स्कूल करने का. कुछ हद तक सक्सेसफुल है, कुछ हद तक वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं है, बट मैं समझता हूं कि गवर्नमेंट ने इसके बारे में बहुत पॉजिटिवली सोचना चाहिए. और मैं चाहूंगा सर आज इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आपको ये कहना कि अगर आप सभी गवर्नर्स को पूरे देश में या सभी विधानसभाओं के अध्यक्षों को भी इसके बारे में अगर चिट्ठी लिखेंगे, और सभी विधानसभाओं में भी इस तरीके के एक स्कूल बन सकते हैं. ये बात तो मैं पिछले 3-4 साल से मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने काफी सारे लोगों को भी चिट्ठियां लिखी है, बट मैं ये समझता हूँ कि बाकी भी लीडर्स को मैं यहाँ पे अपील करता हूँ, यू आर इन अथॉरिटी, यू आर इन अ पोजिशन, and your word has a important meaning in our democracy and the governance setup. So if honorable governor, sir, if you can think of communicating to the various Vidhan Sabhas to establish such thought, I think you can imagine 100 students from each such Vidhan Sabha, if they pass out. So every year, a very well qualified such leadership can come out. They pass out from these Vidhan Sabhas. Vidhan Sabhas, they have their own setup, they have their own libraries. There are educated MLAs and bureaucrats, they can give the training. And we as an institution, because here is a benchmark organization, we can play important role to guide these various Vidhan Sabhas that how they should function, how they should conduct this political training program in their respective state, maybe in their own regional languages also. And of course, the English is now a global language, and we want global leaders tomorrow to think about the global issues. So with that thought, sir, let me once again from my bottom of heart that you thought of many times various senior leaders, and with the generation, with the technology and all, we all feel कि ये कैसे होगा ये ऑनलाइन तरीके से. बट आप जितने प्रोएक्टिवली आज आपने हमारा निमंत्रण एक्सेप्ट किया, डॉक्टर हरिदास, मेरे इंस्टीट्यूशन रिलेशन की टीम ने सबने परसू किया, और आप सब लोगों ने सर यहाँ पे आके आज ये ऑनलाइन तरीके से इसमें आके इस बैच का कमेंसमेंट 16 बैच का यहाँ पे किया. मेरे सभी नए बच्चों को मैं यहाँ पे अभिनंदन करता हूँ. ऑल माय न्यू स्टूडेंट्स, न्यू लीडर्स who will tomorrow they will, and one day I'm confident that this school will create many such top leaders who will work in the ministerial portfolios and various other portfolios at the national level and international level. सर मैं फिर से एक बार आपको अभिनंदन करता हूं और आज का ये प्रोग्राम हम जिस तरीके से कर रहे हैं एक तरीके से ये एक कोविड के ऊपर हमारा विजय है। कोविड का ये पूरे सिचुएशन से हम दौर से जा रहे हैं, बट हमारे सभी क्लासेस ऑनलाइन चल रहे हैं। बाकी सब हमारा जितना भी सेकंड ईयर थर्ड ईयर 50-60 हजार बच्चे इस संस्था में पढ़ते हैं, सभी क्लासेस ऑनलाइन चल रहे हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि इसी तरीके से ये एक तरीके का ये मैसेज है। और मैं छोटी सी सर बात यहाँ पे कह के कि आपको खुशी होगा आप कि हमारा राम मंदिर का मुद्दा भी हमारे रिस्पेक्टेड फाउंडर्स सर ने इसके ऊपर पिछले 10-15 साल से बहुत काम किया था और वो उनकी भी भावना थी और ये राम मंदिर अभी वहां पे बनने जा रहा है। ये कोई बीजेपी में समझता हूँ कि राम मंदिर और ये विषय कोई पार्टी या बीजेपी या गवर्नमेंट नहीं, ये सबसे ऊपर, ये धर्म सबसे ऊपर और ये हमारा भारत की अस्मिता। तो इसके बारे में रिसेंटली सर हमारे संस्था के 1 लाख एल्यूमिनीज और इतने 40 साल के और बाकी भी काफी सारे ऐसे 8 से 9 हजार जो हमारा स्टाफ है, इन्होंने सबने प्रण किया है कि वो बच्चों के फीस से नहीं बट इस तरीके से करीबन 21 करोड़ की एक घोषणा अगले 3 साल में हमारे सम्माननीय हमारे कराड़ सर ने की कि वहां पे एक लाइब्रेरी बहुत बढ़िया से MIT-WPU यूनिवर्सिटी के माध्यम से वहां पे अयोध्या में, और वो चर्चा राम मंदिर ट्रस्ट के साथ भी वहां पे हो रही है और काफी सारे वहां के महानुभाव उन्होंने इसको सपोर्ट किया है। और हमारे माननीय कराड़ सर, हमारे डॉक्टर भटकर सर जो भी हमारे साइंटिफिक एडवाइजर है, ये इस मिशन के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं। तो मैं सर आपको ये भी बात मुझे लगा कि इस मौके के ऊपर बोलूं, और मुझे लगता है कि ऑल द रिलीजियस स्क्रिप्चर्स आर लाइफ गाइडिंग स्क्रिप्चर्स। तो नेताओं ने भी रिलीजन, हमारा भारत का सोशल इंजीनियरिंग किस तरीके से वर्क होता है, तो ये इसका सब चीजों का बहुत बड़ा रिलेवेंस है मुझे लगता है हमारे लाइफ में और भारत का हमारा इथॉस और हमारी वैल्यू सिस्टम पे। मैं फिर से एक बार आप सब लोगों का यहाँ पे मन से अभिनंदन करता हूँ और मैं मेरा यहाँ पे भाषण समाप्त करता हूँ। धन्यवाद। वी आर वेरी क्यूरियस टू लिसन टू ऑल अदर लीडर्स। थैंक यू सो मच। जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir, for taking us down the memory lane of SOG. And we would like to bring to your notice that our Honorable Governor, Shri Bandaru Dattatreya ji, has interacted with MPG earlier in Delhi, where he interacted with our students and he remembers that. Just wanted to tell you that.
Yes, I know.
So, yes. So next, I would like to invite Ms. Vamini Jain of 16th batch of MPG from Maharashtra to express her views. Vamini?
Miss Vamini, you're on mute.
Hello everyone, I am Vamini Jain from MIT Batch 16. And a very warm good evening to all estimated guests, faculty members and my dear friends. A day extremely special for all of us as we embark on a life-altering journey, and I want to extend my best wishes to each one of you present here. I feel I have taken the first step right by selecting an institute of this stature, which has a stellar reputation. MIT, known for transforming passion into ambition, will surely make a hallmark difference to our life, help us achieve our goals, make us fearless in serving our country. It is an honor to speak on this occasion, and today would also be a befitting day to share my reason for selecting this course, political leadership and governance. Ours in a country where the educated do not wish to enter politics will incessantly point mistakes and crib about bad governance. Everyone wants change, but no one is willing that change must be. No one is willing to soil their hands. I passionately believe that the change must begin from within, from our own home. As goes the saying, be the change you want to see. Always a follower of deep-rooted ethics and integrity, I believe for any nation to reach its glory, its youth and educated ones like us must enter the foray of running the nation. To make transformative change in politics, we must take the rein in our hands. I feel this course will be multidimensional as it has a very practical grassroots level approach, which will help us understand backstage as well as active politics. It will also give us enriched exposure of interacting with local governments, local administration, and gram panchayats. We learn most when we have hands-on experience of a subject, when education is beyond books and curriculum. All in all, I have made the right choice as my goal of serving the country seems closer with this course, as it will make us accomplished professionals and eventually make everyone around us well with pride. I can't wait to spend my time fruitfully here learning from the passionate. Before wrapping up, I would like to add few more lines. शिक्षा के अर्जन परदेशी सर्वपल्ली ने जोर दिया, ज्ञान की खातिर एकलव्य ने अंगूठा बलिदान किया। यह ज्ञान ही है जो सही गलत को सही तरह से तोड़ता है, लगन से अर्जन करने पर यह हमको खुद से जोड़ता है। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Vamini, for expressing your views and for that wonderful wordings at the end. Last year, we saw a monumental piece of work dedicated to the world peace, envisaged and implemented by our founder president, Shri Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, the same Dhyaneshwara World Peace Prayer Hall and the World Peace Library. Those who wish to reminisce in the feeling that we had on that day, and to all those who couldn't see it, I request our technical team to relay the film on philosopher Saint Sri Dhyaneshwara World Peace Prayer Hall Dome.
इक्कीसवीं शताब्दी में मेरी भारत माता विश्व गुरु बनने की काबिलियत रखता है। इट विल बिकम अ विश्व गुरु इन द 21st सेंचुरी। उसका छोटा सा उदाहरण, छोटा सा सिंबल यहाँ बन गया है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है।
I must say that in the entire history after the independence since 1947, this is one of the unique steps towards the contribution of universal humanity, and my government of India I appeal to the Vice President and Honorable Chief Minister to recognize this World Peace Dome as a structure of national and global importance and support to promote it in such a way that it evolves as one of the prominent tourism destinations of the world.
Thank you, my technical team, to play that wonderful video. Our founder president, Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir, has contributed to the society in many ways. It is because of his vision that we all feel that inner peace with this new dome, the World Peace Dome. Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad is a man with a great vision and insight, an eminent educationist, a well-known teacher of repute, and an ambassador and torchbearer of world peace. He is the founder, president, and director general of World Peace Center, MIRS MIT Pune, and the UNESCO chairholder and regional coordinator for Asia Pacific region, UNESCO chair for human rights, democracy, peace, and tolerance. I request our founder director, UNESCO chairholder, Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad, founder and chief patron, MIRS MIT Pune, and president, MIT World Peace University, to address this August gathering. Over to you, sir.
My learned friends, it truly fills my heart with a sense of pride and pleasure when I speak to you on this occasion of the inaugural ceremony of the Master's Program in Political Leadership and Government on behalf of the MIT School of Government under the MIT World Peace University, Pune, India. What a good fortune, friends, that we have the Honorable Governor Bandaru Datta Sahab, His Excellency, who is here to bless you all on this very unique occasion when you are trying to make an entry to the 16th batch to be the leaders of tomorrow, to the men who can contribute something for the well-being of the mankind. I am really grateful to Honorable Governor Bandaru Dattatreya ji, Ritesh Pandey Sahab, Dinesh Gundu ji, and Hardik Patel. All of them, they have spared their valuable time. Unfortunately, friends, on this background, especially I'm going to little deviate myself from just only saying something which now Rahul has very nicely spoken to you. Just now, you have given a small glimpse of what this MIT group of institutions stands for, what this MIT World Peace University is engaged in, and especially the unique monumental creation, a very historical creation of the World Peace Dome in the name of philosopher Saint Shri Dnyaneshwara and Saint Shri Tukaram, as per the words of advice and the prophecy made by the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda. There's something very unique, monumental creation has come up. But it's not a monumental creation that is important. It's not the biggest dome that is important. Friends, remember, this has a message to give to the whole world. Basically, when Swami Vivekananda had spoken sometime in 1893, when he had been addressing the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893, and when he says to the whole world community, he gave a message, and he said that, friends, remember, he had addressed, of course, as sisters and brothers of America and the world, telling them to remember that union of science and religion / spirituality alone will help to bring harmony and peace to mankind. I don't want to elaborate much because I'm more eager to listen to the words of wisdom from our Honorable Governor and all of the learned guests who are present here today, but particularly a very, very learned scholar, thinker, philosopher, and a man who has been having a commitment for the well-being of the mankind. It's not only India alone, friends, remember, because this World Peace University, through this School of Government, I remember Mr. T.N. Session giving the blessings to Mr. Rahul and starting this School of Government on the lines of the Kerala School of Government. Possibly this has taken a very unique position today and trying to produce very wonderful scholars, thinkers, and the men of leadership, the quality leadership through the Students' Parliament, the various activities which are being done. Honorable Governor, sir, I would like to really appeal to you, as was said by Mr. Rahul, that this is a worthy group of students who have taken admission for the 16th batch possibly, whether in the field of management, economics, or the School of Government, the School of Leadership. They need your blessings, they need your advice, and they need your guidance, because they are the real